country in itself, by the king's family and the king's shipping around with big ships somewhere near Ibiza, instead of doing work in and financing American right-wing channels like Fox, in a way so-called news then. And so they would possibly simply be a blowback entity Russia has, not Russia has, but Saudi Arabia then would have created to destroy itself, and so Russia's self-declared enemy, Saudi Arabia, by working with the oil price and crashing Russia, with the oil price also in giving a benefit to BlackRock or other big entities because of the Ukraine. And so it's a multi-front war Russia is facing in the Ukraine and on the oil price market. And so the Saudis in the end are not a very trustable, as the Middle East is not very trustable and not a very trustable oil deliverer. Many would say, well, Saudi Arabia is a military power, they have bought weapons from America, and so even if there is a limited terror blowback, they can kill down some kind of Islamic re-revolution or revolution in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, and so they don't fear that, or they simply pay more, and so no one is going to revolute and is going to be angry. And there have been also reforms in Saudi Arabia, social reforms, according to the Bedouins, for example, or according to the worker rights of Indians and Pakistanis and people from other countries, also Islamic countries. So, and I'm not against Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia is simply ruining the peaceful Europe-Russia relationship, and also it's ruining many other things and countries. And it is, from my viewpoint, a very clear political oil price war which is done. It's not only done according to market share, because what is the benefit of a big market share? Later on with a market share you can be more dominant, and you can say, you can have a, what is the benefit of, for example, if you have 50% market share on oil compared with 40 or 30, your market power later on can dictate a different price. And if wouldn't the competition on the other side, if oil is available, later on be able mathematically to counter this? So where is the real benefit in a big market share? Economical, political power, price power, as Saudi Arabia simply then has later on more power because it has a bigger market share. How is oil traded? In big volumes, in low, small portions? Is this something like a real-time oil trade thing, like oil is flowing through a pipeline and then first liter is traded for $40 and the second directly coming after it for 50. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So isn't it always a long-term trade deal, or is it simply then, is the income changing when the price is falling? So is it a real-time price effect? And what I think is important is that the discussion is being broken up. So countries need to discuss this, people need to discuss this. The more the discussion is made, the less the people fear that Russia is in a corner, the less the people in the social media and the less the people in the Russia support front base or in the anti-Russia sphere, they're not built up in the way they are built up. So enemy entities, the more content is debated and the more solutions and strategical things are debated, even if they are already debated right now in the back chambers or in the solution strategy, oil price departments of different countries, if you like, if something like this exists, it still helps to have a bigger content range and more diversified solutions, because people then also understand this kind in the markets, and so they also understand that Russia is really attacked from Saudi Arabia. So this is a benefit then also for China to see, well, at the moment only the Russians are attacked. But what is happening when factor A, B, C, D, E according to us as Chinese are changing, and so would it make sense for us? And so the more people discuss this, the more the public pressure and the understanding that there is a public understanding and pressure would drive a different kind of oil trade deal, different kind of currency, different kind of market development, simply by a different range of content and ideas and solutions being debated, and this is the biggest missing thing. And I, frankly to be said, I don't see many alternative media discussing the oil price. People always love to discuss this anti-American thing or the anti-Russian thing or the world order fight against this, and so you have the Brzezinski plan, the Asia pivot, the anti-Russian thing, the here and there, and so the people don't discuss the concrete solution. So there is no debate in the end how to diversify trade with oil, or a very, very few, a number of brands, people, persons, even real strategists, which I am not belonging to, they don't discuss it openly because you think it's a different market then. It's a different way how people, the oil market, from my viewpoint, doesn't really love to be a transparent market, and so in a way now this has been changed, or is changing, and so, well, that's a brutal new reality for Russia. And it's not good for us too, because in the end it's a spin, it's a viral thing which is spinning negatively down to the whole world's economy in the end. So do more and better content to this question, diversified from the ideas you may have gotten here, and see you and whatsoever.